Hey guys, Kevin Bupp here, and in this video we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of investing in industrial property. Now, industrial property can be defined as a facility that is used for producing, manufacturing, and or storing items or goods. Typically this will consist of warehouses, distribution centers, storage centers, garages, what have you. They can come in many different forms and fashions. Now, some of the pros or the benefits associated with investing in industrial property is a lot of times you're dealing with just one tenant. So you have one tenant to deal with, you don't have multiple different tenants. In addition to that, that one tenant typically has a fairly long lease in place. A lot of times these leases run from 5, 10, 15, or sometimes even longer than 15 years in length. Now, in addition to the long-term length of the lease, a lot of leases in industrial are made up of double or triple net type lease arrangements, meaning that the majority of the expenses associated with that property, taxes, insurance, maintenance, upkeep, what have you, is put back onto the shoulders of the tenant, not on the owner of that property. So that's a huge benefit from an owner's perspective, not having to maintain or to deal with the expenses associated with that property. In addition, one of the other big benefits associated with investing in industrial property is the explosive demand due to the growth of e-commerce. Industrial property is a hot segment in the market today. Again, a lot of shoppers are changing their behavioral habits and they're shopping online, sites such as Amazon and Walmart.com and the litany of others that are out there. And most of those e-commerce platforms have very large industrial storage facilities or distribution facilities where they store their products, which again equates to a growing demand for that asset class. Now, moving on to some of the cons associated with investing in industrial property. Now, industrial property typically has a fairly specialized tenant in place, meaning that if you lose that specialized tenant, it might be a little harder for you to find another tenant to take their spot. So in terms of vacancy, if you've got a multifamily property, you might experience maybe a month of downtime or vacancy in that unit, whereas in industrial property, this could be many months or possibly even many years. And you have to take that in consideration if you're looking at investing in industrial properties. One of the other downsides associated with investing in industrial property is the potential costs associated with doing a specialized build out for your new tenant. These build outs can range anywhere from on the low end of maybe $10 to $15 a square foot, upwards of hundreds of dollars a square foot to have it meet the specialized needs of that tenant that's going to be in place. Now, one of the other downsides or cons that I say could be associated with an industrial, and it could be also looked at as a benefit, is due to the increased demand for industrial properties based on the explosive growth of e-commerce, is that prices are very high. Industrial properties are trading at all-time low cap rates today, which means they're at a very high price point in the spectrum of things. And so again, that could be a benefit for the current owner of a industrial property, but also perceived to be a downside or a potential risk from the buyer side of things, meaning that they're going to pay top dollar in today's market for an industrial property that's in a prime location and prime market. And so with that, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brought a lot of value to you and your business. If it did, please like it, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. You guys take care.